Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming. Today I'm fiddling around with tons of TU19 stuff over on my PS3. I'm sure this stuff will go for PS4 when one day they ever get the dang update. And I think that what I'm going to do today is kind of give everybody an advanced look at beacons. Not like all these other dummy videos there, like, oh, beacon tutorial, put the thing in, like the serious kind of what it does right in there. So again, they're not too difficult to make, but there is a little more to it than you're going to see in a lot of those other videos on YouTube. They do have a few more things, and I mean, when I watched them, I kind of left those videos with some questions, so I kind of went online and researched and did what I had to do to figure it out, and I think I'm going to tell you guys about it because you guys might want to learn a little bit more about beacons than put your iron here and then you get the power. So as you can see, we have beacons. Beacons come in different sizes. The one thing you guys have to learn is, number one, they don't have to be made out of diamonds. I'm just being gaudy. I'm on creative mode. I don't care. In my survival world, I duplicated lots, so I might make them out of diamonds, but you can just make them out of iron if you really want. It will make it pretty easy for you to use. That said, these are just made out of diamonds, but you'll see. So there are technically 4 different styles or sizes of beacons. It starts with the smallest one here. The smallest beacon here is just going to be 9 blocks in a square. That's 3 by 3. Then you place the beacon on top. So when we move on over to the next size, it's going to hold a 5 by 5 with a 3 by 3 in the middle. This is going to be the second most powerful. Then you can step it on up with this one here is going to be a 7 by 7, a 5 by 5, and a 3 by 3. And then you go up here. And then if you're looking for the biggest beacon that you can do, we're going to go right here. I believe it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So we got a 10 by 10, 8 by 8, 6 by 6, a 4 by 4. That actually is a little off. What I'm going to do is I actually did this to show you guys a little trick. So we're just going to start this over. It's not supposed to be a 10 by 10. I'm doing something a little bit advanced, and I'm going to tell you about it after. So what you want to do is, for the biggest one, you're just going to want to take it down to a 3 by 3, a 5 by 5, and then a 7 by 7, and then a 9 by 9. So right there, that's what you're looking at for the biggest beacon that you're going to be able to access. However, there is kind of a trick. Again, you know what? Let's go down here. I'm just going to go. Actually, I'll still do some more stuff. They're glowing pretty good. And then you put this here. So the little known fact, there you go. So the big thing about beacons, guys, is if you want to operate the beacons, pretty much all you got to do is go into the beacon and take iron, diamonds, emeralds, whatever you want. I'm just going to use iron. Again, in your survival world, you should probably use iron. You're going to put them in there. Again, these ones are already operational, but say I want to use jump boost, or this one's a little one, right? So in the little one, you're not going to be able to use it. So I got to switch between these two. So say I want this one right here. I switch it up. So this is the small beacon. This is the middle beacon. This is the third one. And then the fourth one is going to give you the secondary power, which is regeneration. So this beacon right here, all it's really going to do is give me speed. It's a little smaller. It's a little easier. And then this one right here, when we go here, you're going to be able to look at these two, jump boost and resistance. So say I don't want speed on this one. I'm going to want some jump boost. I'm going to click the jump boost. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I'm going to click that bad boy, and it looks like we got jump boost now. So what am I going to do now? Well, I got these 2 little ones. I got this big one right here. Let's go here and check it out. So for this one here, looks like strength is the key. I want the strength. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to check it off. Nope, I pressed the wrong one. Nope, I did it. We got it. There you go. So those 3. So now basically you can see I already got those 3. And now if I go in here, these are the bonuses that are given to me when you're within the range of the beacon. That said, you know what? I'm going to go take a little nizap. I have upside down pig in my base. Oh, where'd he go? The upside down pig is gone. But yeah, let's just go back over here and we could speed out of here as well. So let's go back up here. So you'll notice I got my 3. Or my 2, because I'm not within. range. So I'm going to go over ranges with you guys. That's something that I felt that a lot of the YouTube videos that try to tell you about this, they just skipped on how far they go, and they skipped on all of the major factors. So when you're looking at this big one here, that's going to get you your secondary power, regeneration, right here, bing. So check in. We got all of our boosts. So guys, the one thing I'm going to tell you, a cool little handy tip, I'm not going to go on all day. 5 minutes is a pretty good amount of time. So we're going to make this a 10-minute video probably. So looking at this, you're going to be like, so what's the difference? Well, first of all, on these ones here, guys, you're going to be able to get the range that's stated. So right here is your first ones. On the second size pyramid, you're going to get these. On the third one, this. And on your fourth one, regeneration. So when you're looking at that, guys, the distance from the beacon changes depending on the size of the pyramid. So if you're looking for the distance that this will affect you right here, the distance for a small beacon is 20 blocks. You have a 20 block square, kind of 20 blocks each way, ding, 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 ding. The beacon's power only goes 20 blocks down, but it will go up as high as it has to. So that said, if you had a base in the sky that was only 20 by 20, you could put it at the roof of the map and this beacon will still give you the bonus. However, if you were to go 30 blocks down below the beacon, it would not affect you. You're only affected 20 blocks below the beacon. That said, this is 20 blocks for the smallest one. This one right here is going to give you a 30 block range as well down into the sides, but up to the roof. This one here is going to give you a 40 block range. That's the big difference in piling up the ores, guys, in addition to having the better or more used enhancements, the distance. So we got 20, 30. This one here is going to give you a 40 block range, and this huge one here is going to give you a 50 block range. So 50 blocks that way, 50 blocks that way, 50 blocks that way, 50 blocks that way, and down and to the roof of the map. So there you go. I gave you a pretty good idea. So one more step into beacons. So how you use beacons to help you? Well, the one thing that I'm going to show you right now is beacons, little known. They do not have to be symmetrical. You do not have to have them symmetrical. That's what I was doing here at the beginning. They don't have to be symmetrical. So say I were to start doing this. So say I want to put multiple beacons on there. Say I want 2 beacons on there. Just start bringing this pyramid down. Bring the pyramid down and make it so that you have a double spot in the middle, and then go right through. And I took the crosshairs off for taking screenshots, and I hate it. I'm getting pretty good at it actually, and there you go. So now we just lopsided this pyramid a bit, but what does that do for us? Well, it actually does a lot for us, because you can actually go ahead and put another beacon on there. It is actually pretty handy. Again, it saves you large amounts of ore if you start just saving up your beacons and keeping them in one stack. If you really wanted to, I've seen a few go as far as having 6 beacons. I'm pretty sure is the maximum amount of beacons that you can have. And then you would do that by simply doing this, and then bring it up a notch. Doing this, doing this, doing this, and we're almost there. So this one isn't going to be 6, but you get my drift. If you were to just buff out one side, one lower than that, but on this one here, guys, you could just go ahead and hammer. You could put a quad beacon, and I'm pretty sure that 6 is the max you can do in a square. So what you would do is just extend this side of this pyramid out by one less than I was doing there, and you could just go ahead and fill in whatever you want. That would be the smart way. If you're in a survival world, you will actually use the least amount of ores if you just made one large pyramid like this. If you wanted to have the full capabilities of hitting your secondary power as well, instead of having this one, I could basically just remove all of these and simply put them all on one beacon in the sky with 6 straight up. So the other thing is, a beacon will render at 255 blocks. That is farther than I believe you can render on a PS3. On a PS4 and Xbox One, you should be able to see it. That is about half of a map, give or take. And yeah, there you go. Oh, one more thing. Again, like I said, I don't want to give you a flaky tutorial like these sucker YouTubers, man. They're starting to make me mad. Waste your time with a 1-minute video and don't tell you anything. So that's good. That leaves a spot for me. So beacons will actually go through transparent blocks, but not solid blocks. So we're going to learn this right now by doing this. It looks like it's going through, but it's not going to. It's going to shut down. That said, if you really want to make your beacon go through the sky, you could go ahead and put a transparent block there, and it will stay. In addition, if you wanted to do that, you could go ahead and even put, say, a half slab, because that's a transparent block, and then throw a half slab on there. Oh, half slab stops it? Okay, so let me reword that. You're going to put opaque blocks. So glass, glass blocks, things like that. And when stained glass comes out, you're going to be able to put that too. But glass will shine it through. So if you do have one inside your base, you could do that as well. But there you go, guys. I hope this kind of filled in the necessities of the beacon. Give you guys something to do. I mean, it's hard to find a video that actually has some sort of like in-depth look at them. As new things come out with them, I definitely will. I haven't got it on the PS4 yet, so I came over to PS3. I couldn't wait any longer to make some of these tutorials, so I'm going to bust out about 5 or 6 today. Make sure I kind of hit my subs with the stuff you need with some sorters and things like that. Big shout out for sure. I got to 8K subs this morning. I didn't even realize it was going up that fast. I get up, I had 8K. I was like, yeah. But there you go, guys. If you like this video, smash that like button. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for more wicked tutorials. A lot of advanced tutorials on the new features for TU19. In depth like this instead of just a quick, this is how you ride horses type jobber. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Load up on guns.